Let's have a conversation about this with Jason Rantz. Jason, you know very well, KTTH Seattle radio host. Jason, what do you think of this? Is this the route that we have to go? You know, this is everything can be at stake, your job, your ability to pay your rent. And that's kind of what the threat is, isn't it? It's like, shut up and you won't be harmed.
Yeah, I mean, it is a form of economic terrorism, right? If you don't take on a position that we want you to take on, we're not going to pay you to do a job anymore, and you're not going to be able to put food on your table or pay your rent. But I think there's a bigger strategy here at play. On the one hand, you've got the folks who are using this as a strategy, a corporation that doesn't really care about any of this stuff, but they want to signal their wokeness to the consumer because it gets them some points. But then you've got companies that, frankly, are in positions where, hey, who are the people who are filling some of these jobs? They tend to be younger. They're just out of college. They are taught at school to hate this country, to view everyone based on identity. They get into these positions and they have an expectation that the company will hold these kinds of policies and views. And so the company is kind of in a difficult spot where they've got to fill these positions with these folks. And that's why it's so important. I'm so glad that parents are stepping up. You got to get involved in the classroom. You got to get involved, make sure CRT and all this other stuff, right, isn't getting put in front of these kids and indoctrinating them so we can maybe prevent them from coming out of schools with these horrible and toxic positions.
Because, you know, ultimately this is not going to work. You know, whether it's any corporation, it's going to have to end. And so we're setting these people up who go into the HR departments, who come out thinking that the corporation's going to be just like the college campus, and they're going to fail. I mean, we're saying no, and it's going to continue.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope we say no in a bigger way. Just remember, these people do end up getting into positions like running an HR department or becoming a lawyer or a doctor, and then they implement their views. And that's the danger.
And this is where, though, also, when there is an illegality or unconstitutionality to this, is that's what they hope. Nobody looks at them to deal with this. But also public rejection. I canceled my American Express card. It's a simple personal thing that we can do. Yeah. But that's something that all of us can do as consumers, is look at this and say we don't accept it, right? This is not, for the vast majority of the American people, this is unacceptable. Jason, great stuff. Thank you very much for being with me.
Thanks, Tammy.
Now, don't go anywhere.